Vorku I came up with after watching the Temple Guardian episode of Clone Wars, so he is in full Temple Guardian gear, which means he needs armor and he needs mods. So, this character took Cybertech. Now, as you can see, I have C2N2, I have Treek, and I've got Quazen. So I don't have any of my characters that grant a good benefit to any crew skills, other than Quazen, who is an archaeology whiz. But, oh, I have not bought it yet. This character will have on him, or on C2N2, the Cybertech bonus, which I will show you where you can find that particular droid. Oops, going to my guardianship. Oh. Okay, the repair astromech has six sensor modules that you can buy and attach to C2N2. The first big problem with these is that, as you can see, they require legacy level 12. So if you don't have a couple characters up to 55 or 50, you're probably not going to be able to buy them yet. But once you do, these are very nice. The engineering droid sensor helps out with cybertech and scavenging efficiency. They also cost about 100,000 credits, so it's a little bit expensive. But again, it's worth it. And you also have to unlock the not the engineering droid, but the repair droid on your ship through your legacy, which is costly. I cannot remember how many credits I had to spend on it though. But you can also unlock exploration, which will help with your synth weaving and your archaeology efficiency. That is the best synth weaving critical in the game. So if you're going to go synth weaving, I highly recommend you get that sensor and use your droid for all your synth weaving skills. Investigation and arms tech, like I said, investigation, arms tech, and scavenging all go hand in hand, rather. So that would be a great opportunity for you to get a good arms tech character if you're a trooper or a privateer. Your diplomacy and biochem efficiency is also very good with this. I highly recommend this for your for you biochems out there to increase or to decrease the time you're going to be working on it and to increase the chance you're going to get a better item. Artifice and treasure hunting critical, that is the best artifice efficiency in the game, is right here and with Lord Scourge. I believe you can get a plus 15 on a Sith Juggernaut, but I'm talking light side here. I'm not worried about those Darksiders. That's their own video. And then armor tech and underworld trading efficiency, you could take it if you needed it for the underworld trading critical, but I wouldn't recommend it. That critical is not good enough to justify wasting the spot with the armor tech when you can get the cybertech critical, which is again the best in the game. You cannot get higher than a plus 5 critical to cybertech, and a good bit of help to your scavenging efficiency. Now I'm going to hand you over to Jedi Initiate Anscator, excuse me. He is my Jedi Sentinel, and he will show you the best biochem setup for a Jedi Sentinel, or for a Jedi Knight, rather. Alright, this is Jedi Initiate Anscator, who is my Jedi Sentinel. He is the last character in my Jedi Legacy here, and he is also my only biochem. So, as you can see, I only have a few characters unlocked on him as well, and I'm still very low level when it comes to my biochem, bioanalysis, and diplomacy, but that will be changing as I continue to level him up. The main thing I wanted to show here was what all I can craft as a biochem, and this is just to show you what you can do with biochem. The biggest bonus to biochem is that they can create reusable med packs, the Ricotta med packs, which are able to be used over and over again, so you no longer would have to spend any money on med packs. Rather, you just craft a few and you're done. These can also create your adrenals and your stims. The adrenals increase your armor, your alacrity, and your force power and tech power, while your stims actually work on specific traits of your character, like your endurance, your might, or your strength rather, your willpower, your cunning, your skills, the skills that you would be upgrading with your... Alright, as we've seen with the 3 other initiates, there are multiple paths that each class can take for crew skills. The best option is to see where you need help and to use the crew skills to supplement that. So if you are having trouble keeping commendations and getting the gear to gear up, Cybertech is probably your best option. Whereas if you're having to spend tons of credits on buying med packs and stims, you may prefer the biochem route. If you want to create your own lightsabers or create your own hilts, the artificer is the way to go. If you are making multiple characters, the best thing you can do is have a character take each different crew skill and try to use those to your advantage. So if you are leveling up your trooper and he needs some armor, you can go over to your Cybertech and make him the armor. This helps yourself to stay well geared, helps yourself by keeping your money intact, but it also you can also help your guildmates by giving out gear or selling gear at reduced prices, and you can sell your gear on the GTN, make some money off of it. Another little tidbit on crew skills is how to quickly level them, since one of your trials will be to level your crew skills up to 450, and also how to get the mats after you've leveled. So, for instance, I'm going to send T7 here, or I'll go with Kira. I'll send Kira to make me, let's see here, I'll have her make a Guardian hilt. Now, we'll go with a Might hilt 2. I can make a lot of those. I'll have her craft one of those. Actually, let's not do that. We'll go with a hilt 1 or 2, just so that it's a quick build. 51 seconds. There we go. Since I know a lot of people don't want to sit through this for a long time, but you can do the same thing with a Guardian hilt 28. You'll craft it, and once she gets done with that, we'll look at our inventory. Now, as you can see here, the Fire Node gem and the Rubite crystal shows up here. You'll be able to use those. You can also keep all your crew skill materials in your legacy storage locker in your stronghold or your cargo hold, and you'll be able to take the skills or take the materials from there when you're out and about to be able to craft from. Now, once this shows up here, you have a notice come across your screen that your companion has finished crafting it, and you'll see it appears in your inventory. If you decide, yeah, I don't need it, or I want to try to get a better schematic out of it, you can reverse engineer that item. So you see it takes a level 1 artifice to reverse engineer, and there's no research available because I've already got the blue schematic of this item. But we reverse engineer it, you'll get some materials back from it. See, I get a Rubeck crystal back from it. But also, there's a 20% chance when you craft a green item and you reverse engineer it, there's a 20% chance to get a blue schematic from that item. When you take a blue item and you reverse engineer it, as long as you already have the blue schematic, there is a 20% chance that you can get a purple schematic. The green schematics take only green items. The blue schematics take green and blue items, and the purple schematics, such as this advanced Magenta Savage crystal, take green, blue, and purple items to craft. So be aware of that when you are trying to create your items. I would recommend when you're leveling your crew skills, take items that take the shortest amount of time but are always orange. So if you look at over here, all this is grayed out because I'm level 450. There's no higher level to go, so all of these I believe were 410 to create crystal wise, so I no longer get any benefit from those. Greens I get 1 level from if I wasn't maxed out on my level for crew skills. I don't think I have any yellow or orange, but I'm going to check anyways. More green. Here we go. These yellows, if I were to create them, give me a boost of 1 or 2 depending on what the level of that item was and what the level I am. I believe it's a 10-point difference between the item and it becomes yellow, 20-point difference it becomes green, and anything over 20 points becomes gray. With your crystal with the crystal capacitors being orange, I would always get 2 levels from that one item. And actually, I'm sorry, it's a 20-point difference to yellow, it's a 30-point difference to green, so from 30 points and higher it's green, from 40 points and up it's gray. So the best way to level your crew skills is when you have a orange item, you level that up until it's no longer orange anymore, but pick the fastest item. So my particular character, my Cybertech, would take whatever takes the shortest amount of time to create and is orange, and crafts that until it's yellow. Then goes in, gets the new crew skills, and crafts that until it's yellow. It goes back, gets new crew skill or gets new schematics from the trainer, and crafts that until it's yellow. Another trick is while you're out leveling, especially with this 12 times XP, you really don't need your companion. Or if you need your companion, you have enough companions. Always have your companion out, either running a skills mission, running a mission skill, or crafting for you, because that keeps the items flowing in, and as you go, stop for a second and reverse engineer your items. I don't think the relics, I forgot I had relics in here, but if you have an item in your panel that you can reverse engineer, it'll show up white, or it'll show up lighted, versus the darked out gear that I have here that I cannot select. This has been Sadamo Slyrom's Master Trials Holocron, and hopefully this will encourage you to go out and get some crew skills.